Now let's do a hell rush to finish off today's stream. I'm seeing Awoken, Umbra, we have Wildwood Sap, Bramble-Ash, Perils of Production, our boss is Seraph the Chased, and the game starts now. Thornfruit versus Chain of Gans, that's actually kind of close. Let's go with Thornfruit. Spikes versus Rejuvenate, I think we go Rejuvenate. I like Rejuvenate especially with Umbra, but I consider it to be the strongest either way. Let's set up on the bottom floor and get this party started. I do want to get the collector killed, and there's one way to do that. And that's... I only just realized that I picked Rejuvenate over Bristling, even though we had Bramble-Ash in our starting deck. Just because I think Rejuvenate is so much stronger despite the Bramble-Ash synergy in this clan combination. Steel Enhance or Glimmer Vine Grasp. I will take a Glimmer here, it triggers our champion. Space Prism, Immortal Trade, Pack Morsel. Let's go with Immortal Trade. Immortal Trade is pretty funny with Rejuvenate Sentient if we manage to give him some attack. And I'll take a Shattered Shell to put behind my champion. Our champion will deal with the front line with the Rejuvenates, and Shattered Shell will deal with the back lines. And I wanna go for spell upgrades. I think we might do another Ember Drain run, but this time something entirely different. Instead of scaling with Rage and damage shields, we are gonna scale with Lifesteal and Rejuvenate. Also, I just realized our daily challenge was basically an Ember Drain run as well. Yeah, Umbra is just amazing support clan, but so is Awoken. Cost reduce, oh my god. Cost reduce the Glimmer and give him magic power. Hold over the Immortal Trade and reroll. Cost reduce the restore. Give it 12 power. And we should basically be unkillable. Mark of Invasion is a bit annoying, but should be fine. Not a big problem. We could set up on the top floor, no problem. I think we should. Reduces the amount of damage we take by quite a bit. This is not gonna be useful until we give it some attack, which will be with the Perils of Production. But I will do it anyway, just to get it started, basically. Yeah, we have to play the Glimmer on this floor. Not like it's a bad thing. With oh, actually I wanted that on my champion, didn't I? Yeah, that would have been important to cast on my champion. But luckily we get another one. Yeah, Thornthroat is amazing in this deck. It's extra draw, it's some extra damage sometimes. Sharpen, Steel Enhancer, Sting. I don't really need Sharpen with Shattered Shell in the back line, and it's a bit expensive. Steel Enhancer is a good way of giving our champion some amount of attack early on. Pack Morsels is nice. It's free, can give us some lifesteal or damage morsels. I think I still want spell upgrades, even over relics. This Bramble Lash needs to get out of the deck, it's basically the worst card here. Cost reduce the Steel Enhancer, that would be nice. Holdover on a Perils of Production would make this deck totally insane. Oh, also, let's see the scores. I am leading by a very small margin. We are 45 points ahead of the next two contenders who took a little bit more damage, apparently. Cost reduce the Steel Enhancer. It's gonna be very important. Permafrost, not that important. Let's reroll. Consume removal? Nope. I also want to cost reduce all these restores eventually. The magic power doesn't really matter as much. At least not on multiple of them. Most Blessed Sword. Let's take the Skull. Skull is always gonna be free and it can get us out of a tricky situation. Explosive Sigil. That should be no problem for us. Let's set up on the bottom floor so we can optimize our core. I don't want to play Perils of Production that early if I don't have to. We're very nice here. And let's get some regen on our champ. We don't have any damage on the Sentient yet, but we are basically guaranteed to get some. Lifesteal is great. Block some damage here and deal with this guy on the top floor. And we already have the victory here. One guy already died to Daedalus. Umbra Stone Channel Song Wretch. Wretch could give us some morsels for free, but we don't have a lot of space for morsels. And we don't really want to be in morsels too heavily. And the other two just don't really do anything for us. Wildwood would be interesting in an Ember Drain deck. Because... no, it wouldn't. You will get the energy during combat and then lose it at the start of the next turn. Unlike last time, this time I do care about the unit upgrades. On this Shattered Shell especially. Well, only on the Shattered Shell. And I also care about removing these Shade Splitters. The Shade Splitters are not gonna be the way we scale. Let's look at the banner. Nope. None of these upgrades really work for us. And we get the same small upgrades again. Yeah, Shade Splitters are actually worse than Train Stewards right now. And let's get some more Rejuvenate power. I hope these guys can keep up, because I want to see this deck through to the end. Once again, I think we set up on the top floor. Although we could set up on the middle floor. That does work out with this hand. Because we can play Train Steward on the top floor, use Sting to kill one of them, then use the Steel Enhancer so we can kill the other two. And that even gets us the Collector, because we set some units up on the top floor. Well, would have units on the top floor either way. So the Train Stewards aren't too bad after all. That guy is a bit of an issue. Do I have another Perils of Production in my deck? I don't. Yep. Sorry, Skull. I don't think you are gonna be worth more than that. Invigorating solution would indeed be nice to find. You are entirely correct there. We can get the kill here with double Sting. So we can actually use this card on the bottom floor. I'm glad we managed to kill this, kill the Absolver. We might take a little bit of damage here, but actually we do not, because we do have a lot of draw. We only get a 2-turn boss rush, but we are still in the lead by over 1,000 points. Hey! That's the invigorating solution we wanted. None of these. Good job, Nightbreeze. Gave me an invigorating solution. I still want unit upgrades, I still want removals, so it's an easy ride here. I need to remember to remove Bramble Ash now. Hi Alex! That's totally okay. Most important is you having fun with the stream. We are on a roll today. We managed to get #1 in the daily challenge. So that's great. Some more damage. I think I'd rather have some more health. No. No, I need some damage. 3 is sometimes not gonna be enough. Well, I give up on quick. I don't want to go to any more merchants of steel just for that single unit. And then it's a Train Steward and the final Shade Splitter that have to go, and on to the next battle. No more units get multi-strike. Okay, that's a little bit scary, but we should be able to out-heal these enemies anyways. Killing any number of these before combat starts actually makes things worse for us, so let's not do that. That will do. And then we start the Ember training. It's gonna be a decent amount of damage. Oh, Morsel Miner is nice. No, Glimmer almost clears the entire floor. More lifesteal, more attack. Light heal and regen. And we win. No need to do anything. This deck is also quite well suited to Hell Rush because it's quite fast. Sketches of Salvation is useless to us. Actually harmful even. Still not interested in morsel stuff. Spell upgrades are probably more powerful than artifacts for us. And we still have a bunch of Train Stewards to remove. So let's go to the left. Yep, we can roll for holdover on the perils once more. Another nice thing would be double stack. And obviously cost reductions on the restore and maybe on a Wildwood Zap. Honestly, our deck is almost all 0 cost, so we don't really need cost reductions anymore. How do I plan on dealing with the big guys later on? I have the best big guy killer in all of Awoken. Mr. Sentient with Rejuvenate. And it triggers from my spells, it triggers from attacking because we have lifesteal, and it triggers at the end of combat because we have regen. So that by itself will deal 180 damage. Well, 120 every turn. And now we can have holdover on Perils of Production. Not that it's really needed, it might be better on a restore actually, because our deck is all 0 cost by now. Like, our deck is almost literally all 0 cost now. Yep, lifesteal triggers it too. It's healing after all. Basically my entire deck can now be played with a single Perils of Production, because my entire deck costs 2 Ember. So the holdover is only the holdover Perils of Production is only gonna be important against Scorchers. Damage shield is definitely gonna be worse on the Awoken than extra health. I made a little mistake against this guy. I should have played my healing spells first, so he would actually die to them before giving him more armor. So I will take some damage to that guy. Especially if Fel decides to armor him up. But I guess we're in a good enough spot that taking 8 damage in this fight won't be a problem for us. Especially because it seems the other guys are struggling a bit more. And we should have the kill already. Yep. Unleash the Wildwood, spreading spores forever consumed. We can take spreading spores. It just doesn't really matter for us. The only thing we're really concerned is killing front lines, and Forever Consume can help with that. Yeah, basically all my cards have holdover, but well, eventually we will have a bunch of spikes in the deck, so there's that. Right side? Right side, I think. Yeah, definitely. Easy. We don't need unit upgrades after all. Let's go to the caverns first. These things do bloat the deck, but they also allow us to draw more cards. Like if I could, now that I have 2 Hersel's Compound, if I could sell the Thorn Fruit, I probably would, but it's still close, it's still useful. Until we draw like 3 or more things every turn, the Thorn Fruit's always gonna be useful. Well, at least Restream managed to get past Fel. So we will at least see the next combat. He still has 87 health, he should be fine until Seraph. But he has a lot of catching up to do if he wants to win this. Purge a card, gain a card. We still have a Train Steward. Definitely Awoken. Rare. The rares are actually better from Umbra. Like Furnace Tap. Furnace Tap means we get double strike on our Awoken, and the double strike Awoken will trigger Lifesteal twice, which will trigger Rejuvenate twice. And I'm actually that happy with the Furnace Tap that I'm just gonna dupe it right now. And then we remove the Wildwood Sap that consumes, and nothing. This deck is fine as is. Yeah, Furnace Tap is like amazing in almost any deck. You can make it work. Like if Ember Drain destroys you, then okay, it's not good, but in any other scenario it's amazing. This first Gilded Wing is a bit of an issue. Should probably have set up on a higher floor, but we do have Forever Consumed. Let's get a morsel. These morsels are actually a bit too weak, so we have to use the Glimmer if we want to do that. Which means we will be missing out on a kill on this Gilded Wing again, but a bunch of stings will be enough to get the kill. I want to get this spell shield out of the way, just so we can kill him with 2 stings. Ever seen a Sentient with multi-strike 2 going in for the beatdown? Pretty fun. Yeah, this deck would easily beat Covenant 25. In fact, I've beaten Covenant 25 with a deck like that before. Very similar deck. Wildwood Tome, Pyre Shards, Invigorating Solution. Wildwood Tome is actually nice. Ember Cache, we don't need it this time around because we have the Perils of Production. The Wildwood Tome is very nice for our backliner. And finally we'll go to the right, so we can look for double stack and consume removal. Yeah, today is the Ember Drain day. We've seen it all. We've seen the Furnace Tap twice now, the Immortal Trade and Perils of Production this run, and Void Binding action last run. I really think these Ember Drain cards are a bit overtuned. Maybe because most people don't really know what to do with them and they look a lot worse than they actually are. Let's double stack the Furnace Tap. Make this Wildwood Hope free as well. Let's consume remove the double stacked Furnace Tap. It might be a bit hard to play, but should work out. You know. Yeah, guarantee cost reductions is definitely something that helps a lot. Not interested in these relics. Friendly units enter with lifesteal. Oh, spells get an extra upgrade slot. I should have looked at the relics first. I would have taken that. You know what? Let's get a second holdover Perils of Production. Just so we can guaranteed play our... guaranteed play our... Guaranteed play our double stacked... Double stacked... Furnace Tap. Every turn. We deal with these guys that spawn on different floors by using things. And exactly lethal here on the front line. Lifesteal, very nice. These morsels now help with redirecting Seraph away from this floor. I should actually have split up the morsels over 2 different floors. I could have been even better. My Awoken already attacks for 400 damage a turn. My Sentient. I think that's pretty above average for the Sentient. Oh, I missed one of these spawns. But we should still be okay. We need more lifesteal because right now we are burning through the lifesteal at a ridiculous pace. Now we almost managed a flying kill here. This lifesteal is basically 60 extra attack each, 60 extra damage each attack. Which by the end wasn't even that much compared to what our Awoken, what our Sentient was doing, but it was enough. If I had a little bit more time, I might have tried to optimize this setup and maybe tried for a 4-turn boss rush or something like that. But in the Hell Rush, that's kind of hard. Yeah, the Wildwood Saps were actually worse than the restores. That's often how it ends up being if you use the Rejuvenate Sentient. But they do help in the Relentless phase. That is, if you actually have a meaningful Relentless phase. So this guy needs 14,000 points, so he needs a perfect 5-turn boss rush to beat us. A 4-turn boss rush will be 12,600, which is not gonna be enough. And he seems to have killed the Seraph, but only gotten up to 40k points. So another win for us. This was a very successful stream. Yeah, fun build with the Rejuvenate, Sentient and the Immortal trait starting out. And then by the end it was mostly the Furnace tab doing all the work. With all the Rage stacking and Multi-Strike stacking. I really love this Awoken Umbra build with Sentient and Lifesteal. It's just a weird enough interaction that I really enjoy it.